Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Savannah. This is my first video, so I want to first start off by saying thank you so much for taking the time out of your precious day to come to my channel and watch me. So thank you so much for that. What I'm going to talk about is the, of course, highly anticipated Riri's Fenty Beauty. Before I start, I do want to say I am on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, so when I talk about prices, it is going to be for down south. So of course, you know, wherever you are, there's going to be a different price for whichever region you're in. So down here, the primer, so I got samples of the primer and foundation, the Pro Filters. So the primer is 32 and that's 1.8 fluid ounces, which let's just go ahead and say that's amazing. You don't get that with any foundation. That's a lot, and especially for that price point makes it even better. So Rihanna, thank you so much for that. And also I want to talk about shade range. 40 shades, y'all. 40 shades. You can't get that like anywheres, not that I'm aware of. I'm sorry. So that also, which I read that was near and dear to her heart, because she wanted to make sure that everyone could wear this, which truly I really believe that everyone can really wear this, from the lightest to the darkest. So thank you again for that, Rihanna. I know you made, I'm pretty sure, millions of people happy about that they have a line they can go to that is not only affordable, but they have something that's going to fit their skin type and skin tone. So thank you again for that. It truly shows that you did put your heart, guts, and glory into this line, and I'm gonna speak for me and everyone else. We truly appreciate you taking the time. I saw 2 years it took her to take this, so thank you so much for that. So I am gonna say that I am just an average person. I'm not Hollywood. As you can tell, I don't have a fancy backdrop behind me. I don't have a fancy camera. I'm shooting with my iPhone. I don't have fancy lights. I'm just using natural light, so if it does go in and out, I apologize, but it's what I have. I'm just getting started, so I'm excited to do this. And again, I told you earlier that I went to Sephora and got samples. So I wish, and I wanted to just go and just get a basket, just put this, I want this, put this in here, let's get that. But like I said, I'm just an average person. So what most people do is they go and get samples to make sure, you know, it's gonna fit my skin tone and type before I make this purchase. Now, what I do love about Sephora is if you make a purchase, you can return it. And not saying that I would for the Fenty line, because honestly I've tried it a couple times and I'm absolutely in love with it. Everything about it is amazing. So, but that is something good to know, that you can go get samples, or if you do make a purchase, you can return it, whether it was used or not used. So I love that. So the samples I got were the primer. Super excited. So the primer is $32 for 1.8 fluid ounces. So it's another thing I love is that you get this same, the same amount, the 1.8 fluid ounces in the primer as well as your foundation, because I know sometimes the primer won't be as much, like you won't have as much primer, but you'll have more foundation, or you might have too much primer and not enough foundation in the actual bottles, like in the packaging. So I love how it's an even amount. Now you might still have primer left over because you're not going to need as much primer, obviously, than you're going to need your foundation. So but I like how it's just universal, like it's the same across. So I love that, and it is like a lotion consistency. I love that too. The smell is really good. It doesn't smell like cardboard. I know some makeup lines smell like cardboard and it just creeps me out, but so of course Sephora has these cute little samples, which is nice, you know, for their business, that they're not losing out as much, you know, but it's nice that you can get samples. So like I said, it's a lotion consistency. It feels like a face moisturizer. It's not tacky or sticky. It's just very lightweight, which I love, and it has like a pearly color. so that's nice too. So yeah, that's the first sample I got, was the primer, the Pro Filter primer. Like I said, it's $32 for 1.8 fluid ounces. Then I went and got 2 samples of the Pro Filter foundation. The foundation is $34, again, here in the South on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. That's our prices, so if you're here, that's amazing. But I've seen somewhere on the East Coast, I want to say they said it was like close to $40. That's still not bad at all for a higher end makeup line. You know, that's pretty affordable for most people, for the average person, I would think. So yeah, I got 2. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I'm so sad, y'all. Both of my foundation samples busted. I'm so sad. Well, this is the first one. I got, this is the shade 150, if I remember correctly. It was the neutral 150, something neutral, but anyways, it's on the lighter side. So I tried this one first, and it was really nice. The consistency, it's lightweight, and it says it's medium to full coverage. Personally, I think it's more of a medium coverage, but buildable, so you can get a more fuller coverage. So I did want to just throw that out there. It's more of a medium coverage, but buildable. So that's good too. Most people do like a lighter coverage. I'm a more full coverage kind of girl, but I have no problem building a foundation up, so that's fine. So here's my y'all. It's busted all over the place, but it's fine. I'll still use it. But I don't know if you can see. I'll swatch it on my hand so you can see. It's really nice. I have noticed, so normally I would kind of like pat my foundation, like place it all over in like little dots, and then go ahead and blend it in. With this, I wouldn't do that. Because of the consistency, it's really light, it tends to dry quicker, so then you have to work a little hard blending it out, or add more to the foundation to kind of like reactivate it, if you will, for lack of better words. So I would say, if work in section, so if you're going to start on this side, then apply, blend out, so forth and so on. So going to the next one, I love both of these shades, were perfect. They're right after each other, so it's 150, and then 160 is Warm Peach. I don't know why, for some reason, because it's food, I remember the name. But Warm Peach, I love. I'm today wearing the neutral, the 150 today. Yeah, I love, and it stays all day, so it is long wear. I applied it this morning at 7:30, and it's after lunchtime, and it's amazing. I wore it all day at work the other day, all day. It didn't move. Now, I did use the Pro Filter primer on both occasions, or all 3 occasions, honestly, and it is beautiful. It's amazing. So I would suggest, of course, if you want to try it first, maybe try one day without it, one day with, and see where it goes. But I would suggest, you know, they work together, so I would suggest getting the filter, the primer. But the Warm Peach, I love. I think next time I'm gonna mix them together and see what I get. I like to call myself a mixologist, because I'll mix stuff together and see, you know, if it works, what doesn't. But this, obviously, Warm Peach, it looks like warmer tone, peachier. So that's gonna be our Warm Peach, and it's light, so I'm sorry, y'all. And then that's gonna be the 150. Maybe I shouldn't point like my finger like that. I'm sorry. That's gonna be the neutral, the 150. So they're really close. The Warm Peach is just a little warmer. It has I apologize, more of a warmer tone. That one I feel blends better with my neck, because I have a birthmark that goes on my neck, so my neck tends to be a lot darker than my face, so this one blends better with my neck. But the 150 fits my skin tone perfect. So what I'm actually gonna do next time is actually mix the two and see what I get. I think it's gonna be good. Yeah, like I said, y'all, I'm using natural light, so I am starting to get darker. I apologize for that. So yeah, so that is the primer that I showed y'all, which I love, and then just two of the shades. So you still have 38 shades to look at. So anyone and everyone can find something with her line. The packaging is beautiful. Beautiful. It's flawless. It's flawless. That's the only way I can put it. It's flawless. It's amazing. Even if you don't purchase it, go and take a look at it. It's amazing. So yeah, you can get it at your local Sephora or online. Yeah, the creativity that Rihanna has definitely shows through her makeup line. I would say that's a plus. It's a plus for me. I love it. It's a yes. I'm gonna go and buy it. I'm gonna buy both the primer and the foundation. Like I said, the primer is 32, 1.8 fluid ounces, and the foundation is 34 at 1.8 fluid ounces. And she has other stuff, a lip gloss, blotting paper, which I tried and it was awesome. I love it. It's really pretty. Contour sticks. Her brushes are beautiful. They are like no other. There's one that they call the shark tooth brush. It's awesome. It looks, at first I thought someone cut it. I was like, I cannot believe someone cut Riri's brush. Like, this is ridiculous. And I asked the little girl, not little, I asked the girl at Sephora, and she was like, no, that's what it is. We call it the shark tooth brush. It's awesome. And it looks good. I think I'm gonna go buy that too. But I'm your average person, so I hope I can connect to someone out there. I'm just an average mom of a almost 4-year-old, wife. I work, I have a job, just an average job. I work at a bank, and I'm a hairstylist, makeup artist. So yeah, if I can reach to someone, you know, if someone can connect with me, that's amazing. That's really what I'm here for, just to give you an average an average person's opinion, professional also. So I hope you enjoyed this little video. Yeah, and if you have any questions, comments, concerns, just comment down below and I'll keep up with everyone. So thank you so much for taking a look at my video, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.